This is the Recycling Scrap Metal Commodities and Economic Report, June 3rd, 2024. U.S. weekly raw steel production rose to 1.735 million tons, down 1.1% from last year, and down 2.7% year-to-date on slow U.S. manufacturing. WTI crude oil price fell to $77.18 a barrel on the slowing U.S. economy and the belief of delayed interest rate cuts. OPEC supply cuts and U.S. oil company constraints continue to keep prices high. U.S. weekly crude oil production was steady at 13.1 million barrels per day, just off the recent record high in American history. U.S. oil companies are being careful not to increase production quickly. Higher production brings lower prices and lower profits. The U.S. weekly oil rig count fell to 496. Production remains mostly steady. Scrap steel number one HMS price was steady at $3.15 a gross ton and is forecast to fall about $10 or more per gross ton this week. This was on good supply and slow demand. Hot rolled coil steel price rose slightly to $38.81 a hundredweight, which is $7.76 a ton, well off their highs on slow demand. Copper price fell to $4.63 a pound on softer demand despite China's stimulus. Aluminum price rose slightly to $1.21 a pound, which is $26.64 a metric ton on weather-related supply reductions. China May NBS Manufacturing Purchasing Managers Index fell to 49.5, with under 50 being contraction. This was the first contraction in factory activity since February. New orders and foreign sales declined as inflation accelerated. U.S. Chicago area May Purchasing Managers Index fell to 35.4, the sharpest contraction in activity since the COVID crash. High interest rates are slowing the economy, so manufacturing is slowing. The Federal Reserve is causing this to reduce inflation. U.S. Q1 2024 GDP, which is economic growth, was revised down to 1.3%. This is good news and bad news. There was a down revision of consumer spending and inventories were lower, which caused it. The slow growth is bad for the economy, but great for reduction of inflation. U.S. April core PCE, which is Personal Consumption Expenditure Index, which is the Federal Reserve's preferred inflation measure. It was steady at just 2.8%, the lowest since March 2021, 3+ years ago. It's still above the 2% target, though, due to the economy is better than forecast. U.S. May Conference Board Consumer Confidence Index rose to 102 as the present situation and expectations increased. The improvement was mostly for people under 35 years of age and $100,000 plus of salaries. Wall Street's Dow Jones Industrial Average fell 914 points to 38,686. This was on the slowing economy concerns and continued high interest rates. Importantly, though, the slowing economy should lower inflation, which will lower interest rates and help the economy. Gondola trails for sale at Ben Lee, and yes, there are scows in Canada. 48-foot and 53-foot long or custom sizes. Tandem axle, triaxle, or more. 48-foot with 8-foot high walls, tandem axle are in stock. Of course, the walls and floors are made of hard ox for heavy duty and lightweight. This report by Greg Brown is brought to you by Bentley Roll-Off Trailers, Gondola Trailers, Crush Car Trailers, Lugger Trucks, Roll-Off Trailer Parts, and Roll-Off Truck Parts for Galbraith, Galfab, American Dragon, and more. As always, feel free to call or email me with any questions, and we hope all have a safe and profitable week.